Hey folks, how is it going? Happy Wednesday! Welcoming you back to session number 104 of Final Fantasy series liveplay. This is still Final Fantasy 16. Last time a lot went down. Sid died. We had to fight Typhon, who wasn't a pink cloud. We also had basic what's his name again? I forget his name. No, it's not the right button. But basically the guy that invokes Titan, he's still very angry at us, very angry, and he destroyed the old hideaway. And this is the new hideaway, and we're now the new Sid, effectively. Met a few new characters. We also know that Joshua is alive. So I'm currently still sort of theory crafting here about what's gonna happen. I mean, I wasn't surprised about Sid's death because I was like, well, if we're going to absorb all the icons, then we're either going to fight Sid or Sid's going to die. Now, here's the other problem with that statement, though, is that we either have to fight Jill, or Jill dies, or we have to effectively refight our brother again, or our brother dies. Again. So, one of those things is going to happen. So, we'll see. We'll see if I'm right or not. But, yeah, now we have to find the curse breakers. And that's the wrong button. We'll press the right buttons eventually. As we go to Martha's Rest. But my other...
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
My other little theory craft is like what basically the icon of fire is split. And in order for it to become complete, basically we have to kill Joshua.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but All our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Ah.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
A culling of basically all the branded, effectively. I think that's what's going to happen here. That's maybe what he's saying.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers of the property. The Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Unless they... Unless they came from, like... It's back to Sorrowwise again. Oh. Yeah, then this way.
Look. Up ahead.
Oh.
Martha. Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something. Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
Black
The
Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then... they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke?
Possibly.
There's only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Yeah, they don't care.
Get him!
Are we too late?
There might still
Possibly.
be someone inside.
I mean, we're probably too late, but... Oh yeah, that looks like a definite we're too late. Yeah, that's definitely not good.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
And you're going to take us in, or attempt to.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
Oh.
To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
I'm used to...
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive,
This won't take long.
Yeah, not half.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Still don't know what that third one is. It hasn't. The game hasn't told me what that third one is.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Yeah,
Found
about that.
The abbot.
Yeah.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true.
Yeah, as I say, that's a slight lie there, Clive. You didn't kill everybody.
The Black Shields will return. The Cullings will continue.
Yeah, so culling, basically culling the
Rosaria
brand that
will
are
never be
dying.
saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid. And tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Arthur said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
So we're going to perform the casting. Is that like the same thing from Final Fantasy X? Or we're literally going to do a unit dance? I don't think Clive's really into that, so maybe we're not going to do that, but... A man can dream, right?
It's over.
Oh, stop this way. Just have to make sure I'm continually going the right way. Because James gets lost. A lot. Oh hi, Arman. Wait, what is this? Is this this is the hunt, I guess. Notorious marks, there we go. Every now and then climb very quicker, larger, faster, more ferocious, most well, flight is always an option to defeat these notorious marks because they're not reliable, but wherever tails will be. Okay, so yeah.
I think it's spotted us, Corporal. What am I saying? Of course it has. That's a floating line.
I mean, that's the best line ever. That's the best line you've ever said, Clive. If I can spot this? Of course it has. It's a giant eyeball. Doom? There we go. Notorious Works led. So got our first one.
You didn't see that coming.
The eye jokes. Why, Clive? Why? Why do you do it to me? I hate it.
That must be the bridge.
Oh, it's a press and X. Press and hold X.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
Hi, Joe.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Okay, so we're going back to Murphy's Rest. It's up this way. We'll walk there.
Thank you, Founder.
I love how everything has an elevator.
Anything catch your eye?
That's just the same stuff. Well, you can't buy elixirs now.
Yeah.
Oh, we need 2,300 still.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those
Are you talking about big
Imperials
men or
think they
big
can come in
swords?
here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
I assume that third one is like maybe like renown or valor or something like that. That's what I assume that is.
You're best off
to move.
Oi! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that.
It's so weird hearing chocobos, not chocobos.
Bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
I mean, why not?
Why?
Have you played Final Fantasy Tactics Live? Chocobo Knights were awesome in that game.
Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back. Looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
Let's save the chocobos.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor
I guess
things
it's more of a,
towards the old
it's definitely a
dock.
tomato tomato
It's a
thing,
dead
but
end, that is.
chocobos? No, it's
You save
chocobos.
Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Oh, white feather.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Unless it's the same chocobo.
Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Bighorn. How do I mess with that?
They're in trouble.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Uh-oh.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, limit break I should definitely be using a lot more than I currently am.
You're safe now. White Heart, I presume.
Turgle and Chuck were having
Do you know her, boy?
a conversation.
That scar.
It is the same.
It couldn't be. Ambrosia.
Yay! Ambrosia's back.
It is you. You survived. Then you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over?
Oi! You got a license for
I
that.
thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, well, you sorted the bastards then.
Got a license for that
I knew
chocobo.
you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Are you actually going to tell him?
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are, you done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you.
Lots of
Seems
quays.
her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Does that mean we actually get a chocobo? We actually get Ambrosia to like ride and stuff? I don't know, I prefer walking because like there might be enemies and like enemies. Oh yeah, cool saddle. Oh, we even gave it an eye patch. Okay, that's kind of badass. I like that.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
It's like she understands.
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you.
Uh-oh.
That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Yeah, Chocobo. Chocobo unlocked. Yay! For 18 long years, Clive been running out of visibility. Hold R3 while in the field in summer breeze on X amount to Chocobo. Okay. I just want to see how this works. Oh, hold R2. Because Taco was saying something about Chocobo drifting, and I'm like, is there actually like Tokyo Chocobo drifting in this? So I just wanted to see.
Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
Hi Gav. It's been a while.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head?
Also, that's a large crystal.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist.
Hmm.
And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
Hmm.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
Hmm.
They'll never see us coming.
That's the Persona 5 line. You're not allowed to say that.
It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
Hmm.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
Took you a while to put two and two together there,
Uncle's
Gav.
name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
I'm feeling this still won't be easy though. All those counters now open, yay! So you have Alliant reports Peter Whistler and the hunt board, so there are hunts in this game. So that's what the armament was.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
It's okay, you can pet the turtle. Turtle deserves the pets. Oh, that's where I was going. I was sort of lost momentarily. I was like, where am I going?
That broom's as ragged as...
So Martha's all right. Doesn't sound like any.
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Words are immortal.
If they belong to others, the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Yara, in our last lesson before Titan came. David Reus' passing inspired me to become what I am today. I should be a survivor of solo of a story like that, or of someone who remains with us even if they're gone.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here as Whisperer, I always had counters on other tasks from transcribing and sorting stolas, reports to petting needful misses. Not like I'm playing in mind, I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Jara back in the old hideaway. I'm glad I have been his best student though, not regards to Shirley.
Still.
I like to think that Jara would be proud of me, were he with us today.
Come to claim your just desserts?
Completed side quest will earn Clive renown. That is renown then. Inspired names that benefactors from across the Twins of the Day or items to Clive's cause. Visit those Whisper to view current renown level express any donations available. So does this spend renown or not? I don't know.
Here you are.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
You earned this.
Okay.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
So much has happened that night. Feels like a lifetime ago. We'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martel, they're still with us in our hearts.
And Sid?
When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
But he's still with us too.
With us, and then you. He took his name and gives hope when we had none. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? I didn't know about it, Sid.
Oh, same old.
Innit? Well, it's gonna be reading through the reports coming in from our allies, pick out what problems need dealing with now, and what can we see for later. It's still early days back at the old place, so I can just handle the job myself. See the world now though, I need these help to sift through it all. And that's just for the sifting. Actually solving any problems is a whole bunch of headache. These curse breaker techniques and stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest.
So,
if you ever find yourself at the list end, well, you know where to find me.
anything catch your eye? Always something, in there?
Hi, Muggle. Hi, there you are, Kippo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kippo.
The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kippo. I knew that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kippo, I am the mightiest of all the Muggles. No friend in the forest of cruel or great are... So I need you to decide them all, Kippo.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kippo. Sorry, it's good to find someone who understands me, Kippo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the bills first on the board. You do, Kippo. I'm your Muggle. Ask about Nectar's adventures, oh god. Did I ever tell you about the time of the Great Continent, Kippo?
I don't think so.
Of course I can, because I've never been, Kippo. Are you gaslighting me? Why are you gaslighting me? I think it's wings. Do you think the sort that can carry a mill across countless leagues of open sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kippo. This was precisely what you see before you, Kippo. The Kippo breakers, the curse breakers note down any details of any particular dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties, Kippo. I post abilities here, Kippo. Or any sight soul that wishes to do the realm a service that might serve a sort of ungodly horror or two. That's where you come in, Kippo. As for Ian, the most important duty of all, placing a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, Kippo, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing that the realm is a safer place. The curse writers don't just tack up any old rumors to this board, you know. They take great pains to verify every little detail, Kippo. So don't you go letting all our hard work go to waste, Kippo. Don't you let them down. Is it all about is there Mr. Location, Kippo? That's where horrible horror and question was seen. I expect to memorize every last place in the whole wild realm. You're only human, Kippo. Some places doesn't take your pom code, Kippo. Try to read the witness statement. Sometimes there are details to them that might help you track down the Nazis and finish them off. Humans don't have pom poms. Just want to make that known. You see the curse breaker's capability of riskiness, Kippo. From this thing could kill you in a single swat to you, 7-edged armor couldn't scratch the skin. I'm sure you'll be fine, Kippo. Well, not sure. That's one risk I'm willing to take. And this is a hunt board, so there are hunts. Now I didn't do these in Final Fantasy 15, but I might do them here. Just depends on how I feel, really.
And how may I assist you today? What is it that you wish to learn? Very good.
Voice acting Muggles. I have not missed that. I have not missed doing that. But things have to be done. Things have to be done. And Kippo must be said. Because saying Kippo is very important. Forgive my assistant writing you silly letters. We have more time to speak to each other in person, but for a day spent together as we will suffer another tree apart. Glad hearing was a special reunion your friend Brucia. Or should I say Whiteheart? And told me your trick was sacrifice herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. Here so many years later, she has pointed to her life doing exactly the thing to spending others. So makes her revenge, you know, Jill. Did he, Clive? Alright, so we'll do the side quest. I probably won't I'll probably not end up not doing the hunts because they seem to be like not marked. Like you can't mark them on the map or something like that there. Like if I see them, if I come across them, then obviously I'll try to kill them, but...
What do you need? So, what'll it be? Anything else?
But yeah. If it's something that I can do, then I will do it, but... not gonna go out of my way to do them. Especially if they're not marked on the map. Unless they are and I don't know it.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat.
Ah.
And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Sure.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
So we're gonna eat them and look like an asshole. Note it.
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Like, this is the thing, I'm so glad that just a lot of the side quests are voice acted. Like, obviously the Moogle isn't voice acted, which I'm slightly disappointed about, but I mean, come on. It allows me to voice act the Moogle, which is always better. Maybe. But, like, the majority of the side quests are voiced. Like, it's so, like, good. Like, it actually, like, makes me want to do the side quests. And, you know, I used to never really care about voice acting in games until it became a lot more, like, prevalent in games. And I'm like, yeah, things should be voice acted because it's just better.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Oh, no, I want apples now. I want apples now.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things.
So that's why he ate them and looked like an asshole.
Right from the branch made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
I'll have to pay the boys down in the backyard a visit to tell them thanks.
That room's as just
Like, it seems something so small.
Your uncle always seemed a kindly soul, if a little eccentric.
Oh boy. We're gonna have to come across someone eccentric, huh?
Think it's all right to touch.
But it just makes it so much better. Pretty much all the side quests are fully voiced. Like, that's absolutely fucking insane.
Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martell. Why did you have to die?
I know.
She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
Yay, we get apples. Are we gonna eat them and look like an asshole? We'll see.
Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Oh wow, we got 250 XP, that's a lot. And we actually get apples. I actually going to see it quickly before we proceed. Like, I really wish there was a save option here on the world map, but there ain't.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Oh, Torgal.
always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Oh, we're gonna learn Jill's backstory. Yay.
We will face it together then.
Ah, they're adorable. To the end. I don't care. I'm shipping these two hard. Pet the Torgal. Pet the Torgal.
Come on.
No? No pets for Torgal? I'll do it then. Where are we up to now? I just got the ability to the Notorious Marks thing.
More than likely.
So we just did a few side quests and we're headed on to Amber? Yeah. So I beat Armin.
And hear their stories.
And we got the we also got the Chocobo as well. We also got that. What else? I think that's about it. I think we've covered everything. I did a few side quests and moving on with the main story now.
Time to fight.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not the best at describing where I am because it's difficult. But I did unlock like the hunt board effectively, and I'm like, oh, so this is the hunt board. You're 8 trophies off the platinum. That's insane. Oh no! I saw something that might interest you, but I'm like, should I tell him about this or should I tell him not to do this? Because I know how much you like doing plats. And I'm like, there's a game that is notoriously hard to platinum, and it's Metal Gear Solid 4. Because apparently you need to, what you need to do for a trophy of it is beat the game 8 times. On one of the playthroughs you have to do is on the hardest difficulty without using rations, without being seen, and I'm like, why would anyone do this? So I'm telling you, for your own health and safety, do not do that, Platinum. Don't do that.
Mockery of justice.
I know you hate yourself, but don't hate yourself that much.
Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing but loyalists.
Jill, look.
Oh yes, that's right. We met these guys, the Black Shields.
Of the stain which befalls her, that she might rise.
You shall avoid, yeah. Don't, for your own safety, just don't. Apparently, only like 0.1% of players have actually got that platinum. And I'm like, I should tell Not about this and tell him to not do it for his own sanity. If you have any sanity left after. You're trying to get the FF and Kingdom Hearts platinums. Okay, so you're not like a platinum hunter that tries to platinum every game he plays. Fair enough.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Oh, you used to be. Oh, okay.
Stranger.
See, I didn't know that about you. I knew obviously that you did the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts ones. You got like 22 platinums. Compared to my one, that's a pretty good job.
Excuse me.
On Xbox you have to have loads.
What was all that about earlier?
Yeah, but there's no such thing as platinums on Xbox. It's just getting all the gamer score.
Garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good quality
Capped out
for information on the
E6K gamer
culprits.
score. Jesus Christ, man.
You'd have to be
Where do
dumb
you
as a
get
sack
all
of
the time to do all of this? Where do you get the time to do all of this in?
outlaws. Two more left to join the garrisons.
COVID. Ah.
You seen
Yeah.
him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
Lockdown was great.
Black
Yeah, I'm
Shields.
sure. I'm sure.
Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there
Lockdown
was
was a
Black
time.
Shield.
It was
Can't say I ever
definitely a
saw
very
one
unique
before.
time that was in our
Was this the
lives
first time they visited
for
the village?
2 years
Well,
plus.
what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were.
I'm
might
glad I
turn
was
them
still
into
streaming
Black Shield
during that
myself.
period of time because that was nuts. As
You
it's
don't
like
think these
everyone was just.
firebrands the Empire is looking for could be
I've never seen a world like it. I don't think we ever will.
But we need to find out.
I hope we don't. Anyway.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you.
Oh.
You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
You wish for another as furlough to help clear your debts. Ah, well, that's fair enough, but some people weren't as lucky with furlough and stuff. There are a lot of people who are like trying to get furlough and didn't get it.
But as long as we keep our heads down,
And a lot of people suffered and are still suffering with like the effects of long COVID.
But if it will spare my people the
Even now, and I'm
Viceroy's
like,
wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
It's definitely a once in a generation thing, I think. Hopefully. There are always rumors though.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing.
Oh.
We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are.
Dear should have PlayStation started 14 during that time with my life with ESO. Yeah.
Rosary would have the courage to stand against the Empire.
I think most of my time during COVID was doing content creation.
Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Because I was still streaming during that time. So I could summon my Chocobo, but I don't know why, I just prefer running.
This pass will take us through the
In case I miss any items or stuff.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
But it's cool that we have it. Like if there's like a massive long distance and obviously I'll use the what the hell? Oh, you guys again.
Since the auditory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
Yeah.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
I do remember I started, and then like about a year after COVID started, and I'm like, oh. All prior lockdown is ESO. Like, I will say this for Final Fantasy XIV, I know there's still adding stuff to it. I'm like, they have to stop at some point, right? They have to stop adding things. At some point, right?
More of my mother's men.
Because the amount they have in the game is insane. Because I know 14 or I know 11 finished. Oh no, I was saying that I was just complimenting Final Fantasy XIV on how much stuff it has, and I was saying they've got to stop adding stuff to Final Fantasy XIV at some point, right? But it's so massively popular that the moment they do, people are going to be disappointed. And then I was thinking about how long Final Fantasy XI kept going. It kept going for a good number of years. Too much stuff. I mean, all I know about it is from the speedrun. The speedrun is like, I think it's like 20 hours plus for everything. And I'm like, that's absolutely nuts. FF11 can still be played. Yeah, I know that, but I think they stopped adding stuff to it. That's what I mean, like.
This might take a while.
I think. I don't know exactly. Probably out of the FFs I know the least about would be 11. Because again, the only thing I've said about 11 is little bits and pieces of the speedrun from Taco. And I remember apparently it was really hard, or it is really hard. Nice. That'd be cool. Wait, where are we going? I was like, can you drop down there? And I just did. Okay.
Blood, Clive.
Yeah, I see that.
And still wet.
Royal. Torgal and gay. Oh.
You were told to stay in your homes.
Uh-huh.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation.
I mean, of course.
To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
I think they're doing it on purpose now. Somewhere in the midst of all of this is the attacking. I love the abilities I have equipped right now, it's so hard. Do I have enough yet? I don't think I do.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message.
Oh.
Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Well, that's not good. So obviously a trap.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
So obviously a trap, but I must. I pressed X.
Find something, boy. Death.
Hmm. Yeah, this doesn't seem good.
Found her.
Hmm. Yep.
This was my mother's doing.
Yep. To set an example.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Surprised that worked.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, the FF13 trilogy isn't on PS5. Like, a lot of people have been calling for a modern console
Like this.
port of the FF13 trilogy. A lot of people have been calling for it. I don't think we'll ever get it, because a lot of people didn't like 13. I like 13 because I'm weird. But yeah.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us.
It's literally the only reason I still have a PS3, really. Sucks that things aren't, like, backwards compatible, but... It's like the only ones you can't play on PS5 barring 11. Yep. At this point, it's 13 and 11 are the only ones you can't play on a PS5. Which is insane. Like, I'm sure at some point they'll do it, because they've done it with every other Final Fantasy game, but... It's just a matter of when rather than if. And I do hope if they do it again, that people will give it a second chance, because, you know, despite the story being absolute garbage, I love the combat in 13.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I will say that's not the story. Don't get like, the story is terrible. You literally have to like go through literal menus to like experience the story. Combat is good, music is good. And that's why I like 13. Like 13 is in my top 5 Final Fantasies because I'm weird. No bother, no, let's enjoy the birthday / leaving party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which doesn't leave you with a lot.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
I've got a sneaking suspicion that probably not. Got a sneaking suspicion that maybe the uncle did not survive.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy!
Yeah, you really think they're going to show you mercy? I don't think they will.
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Well,
Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! I'll cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
so shortcut or being sneaky? Hopefully not being sneaky, because we all know how I deal with that.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
That.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes.
Hey, Marshmallow.
Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Oh. Oh, nice. Well, happy birthday, Marshmallow. Hope you had a good one.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
So many birthdays this month.
As long as it is
Because it's
abandoned.
Paige's birthday yesterday. Or the day before, even. Blacklight burns.
The good
No.
news is we haven't seen a
Blacklight
single
doesn't
black
burn.
shield since Old
I'm
Hill.
pretty sure Blacklight...
Maybe they found who they were
Never
looking
mind.
for.
Per crabs. I feel almost bad for killing all the crabs. Almost. I pressed X. X is also jump, so sometimes I do a little hop instead of opening the door. It's fine, really.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Yeah, where are we going? Oh.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
No. Well.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Yeah, about that. It's not gonna work. I haven't had issues with motion blur. I can't really tell.
Not.
I think there was something about it. If I did read someone that said about it actually. I think if apparently if you have it on performance mode rather than graphics mode, it stems it.
Get him!
Like I don't know, but then I'm bad at noticing things. Like I haven't noticed motion blur, but I don't really notice things. So
I've only ever seen one man fight like that, and he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry about that, Marshmallow.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
You survived.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
Friendly face. Maybe.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No, she is.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed,
Yeah.
Lady Annabella
Yeah, you
couldn't
changed
care
it to
less
favorite mode.
about the realm.
I forget if that's...
She barely
I think
even
that's
cares
performance
for her own
mode,
home.
not graphics
That
mode.
much
I
has
can't
been
remember what it
plain
is.
since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
I think that's performance mode.
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Oh.
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready.
Well, looks like we're gonna have a fight with the Black Shields then.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
Yay.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I like Wade. He's probably gonna die, but I like him.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
What is it you require?
I did get gill bugs.
Thanks, my lord. May it serve the cause well. I'm sure that it will prove useful. It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment.
Good plan.
Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements.
No worries, Phil.
Who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
I hope so.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
For that minutes an hour, Clive will often join my various companions who kid. Now you give me this tutorial? Now you give me it? Okay. However, depending on Clive's destination, I may choose to remain behind the hideaway. Like, now you give me that tutorial again? I'm not about power, remember from, like, the start.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Seems a bit weird not to give us that tutorial, but hey ho.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
Bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Do it.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Okay.
Die along with your flame!
Yes, for it.
Forest area!
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Get him!
Might just a little break here.
Get him!
Or I can just do that. Oh, hi.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
It's been a while since we fought a dragon. Yeah, just waiting for the double jump from the land. And land he did.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
Did it?
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Put words in my mouth.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained.
Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
Good luck with that.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the Mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Oh, meanwhile, in the League of Evil. Oh, no.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot. Loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
What's happening?
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
What is happening? Why is he going ham and overacting like fucking mad? Oh, I see. Because he did that when he was young. I love it. I love that.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive.
I like that.
Boy.
I like the acting. That was good, Clive. That was pretty good.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Oh, he has good plates. Very important to use the good plates. Very important. Good plates must be used.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw.
Good boys become outlaws.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
You have a cutlass?
This will be fun.
Jill? Don't become sus now, Jill. I like you. Don't start becoming sus. I don't want that.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
Let's do it then together.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Ah, why are they adorable? Stop being adorable.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Why are they adorable? I don't want them to be adorable. Here be monsters. Really?
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
There's a couple of side quests here.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Oh, hold on. There's another quest up here, I think.
Typical nobles.
I do think I got
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
I think I have enough now.
benefactors
Yep.
are a generous lot.
I have 85, so I have enough.
Here you are.
And get a Berserker String. Don't know what it does, but we have it.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Let's find out what it does. Ooh. Temporarily increases attack precision dodge. That might actually be good.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. But normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So,
innit?
What'd you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Well, if this one's here, then I can just do this one first.
That monster's taken quite a liking to me.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit?
Innit?
What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open.
I'm never going to stop saying it. Every time the game says it, I'm going to say it.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit.
Ah.
I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Oh.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Oh, we actually have to use the hunt board. Griffin sightings. Did I hear you're going to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then I do have a billet for you, Kupo. Especially horrible one. The locals call Dozemare. Karen over at Whiskey at Sunbrook. Now, where is this one?
Farewell.
I've already forgot where it could be. Yeah, I've already forgotten where it could be. Gonna go back. Because I've forgotten already. Might write this down just so that I can not forget. Because that place is big. Cairnrvan Westgate. So west would be that way. Never eat shredded wheat. Or wait, was that? That's Cairnrvan. Yeah, I think that is it. Maybe in the Norval Valley? This might be a chocobo.
Ready, go? Yeah!
This might be a chocobo thing. Or it might be a I'm going to look this up thing. Is that it? That looks like it.
Straight home now. That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
This
don't think that was it. But you got a lot of money for that. That's insane, the amount of money.
Rest well. I know I will.
Yeah, I might do a Google here. Have I been in the wrong area? I don't know. I don't think I am, but I could be. Right, I've done that, done that, done that. Oh, I am at the right area. Looks like it's down here. Okay. So I was sort of in the right area.
Good day to you.
Oh. Oh. I got a little lost there. It's fine. Can't call Chocobo here.
Ready, go?
Time to fight. don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Be safe.
Oh, hi.
We'll have to wait. Mogul, look sharp.
Ow. There we go. Oh, we get Scarlet as well.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
Maybe, hopefully.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though.
She send you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life.
We did.
And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
So go here to speak to the butcher and then go back to the thing.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods.
What's this accent? What's his voice?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Oh, that's fine.
Stay sharp.
I can't travel down.
After what the Empire did to
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Oh, that's right. I have to go down from here. No, I can cut across, right? enough now for the next delay.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
There we go.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Howdy, Quinn. Yeah, the game's been pretty good so far. Story's really, really good. Gritty, raw, very British.
What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
The game, you know, the combat's the combat's okay. Not, you know, I'm, you know, as a traditional turn-based fan, I'm like, on the combat, but you know, it's been good. It's good to play like a good Final Fantasy and that doesn't look very appetizing.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of
Yeah, we played 15, but I feel this combat
Let's eat while it's hot.
is a bit more like intricate than 15.
Not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
I don't know. It definitely feels different to 15, but not like too different. It's hard to describe it. And that's what you get for eating a purple thing. Yes, a lot of people have been making the Final Fantasy May Cry memes.
And yet, up through the pungency, there rise.
So you expected bend over and take a combat. Oh dear. I mean, it's not as bad. I am playing on story mode, so you know, I do have a few things like accessories on to help me. I feel without those, I feel I would struggle a wee bit.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's Stew sits before
Why would anyone eat
in the hideaway.
The purple thing? Don't eat the purple thing.
Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to eat the purple thing, but not gonna knock it. But if there was a purple thing that was from scorpions, I would definitely not eat it. That'll probably be the last thing I do. One big thing that I do like is a lot of the side quests are fully voice acted, which is something I don't really care about, but it is noticeable, and it just, you know, makes things a lot better.
How'd it go, Clive?
With characterization and
Find
stuff.
him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him.
I think 15 side quests were a lot voiced as well, but
along with his regards.
Ah, well, yes, I did see your picture of you finally getting a PS5. I did see that. I still remember getting mine. I was like, maybe I should have waited until the price dropped, but it's fine. I have it.
He wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
It's fine.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times too.
$730 Canadian dollars.
Tough.
Oil
he's used to get that finish.
Yeah.
This is
and you got the God of War edition one. Nice, nice,
finer
nice.
than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it.
Didn't have any
Looks
FF16
like heaven to
versions.
me. Still,
Yeah, I did see
I'm glad you're
the
happy.
FF16 version
Clive,
about. I was like,
You didn't
I
happen to
could have
catch the
waited,
fellow's name, did you?
but it's
Camille,
fine.
I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft
It's
enough to do their own
fine.
hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking.
Especially because I had issues getting
out he's
my
from
copy of
Tabor.
Final Fantasy 16.
Again, most leather workers
Oh, that
are.
was a story and a half.
But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret.
But yeah, no, I've been
the
enjoying
details
it.
of which are the subject of some debate
Oh, back to
in the
Hyrule you go.
leatherworking
Nice, you
community.
can play Tears of the Kingdom.
Better keep this close to our chests.
Oh, yeah, it was a story and a half. So I pre-ordered it, but instead of the game, whenever the release date came, I got a random gold fashion chain. And I was like, what the hell? So I had to send it back. And luckily I got my refund pretty quickly, but I had to basically get a backup copy.
It's good to have
It was a mess, but it worked itself out. But it was just like the most random thing.
There's a reason he does his
And
own
I'm not
hunting.
one
He
for
knows
jewelry, I never
exactly
have
what
been.
eyes
So
to
like
look
getting
for,
a random
and that's how he
gold
gets them to
fashion
layer up
chain,
so
I was like,
nicely.
what the hell? I will
Don't get me
never wear
started on
this.
How much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to
So
be
that's
getting on
basically
with.
the long and short of it. It was a thing dealing with that. Came it went stream? No, I already sent it back. Because I had to get my refund because I was not paying $70 or £70, sorry, for a random gold fashion chain that I would never wear. So I was like, I'm sending this back.
Duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Oh, we get a belt design. Oh, okay. So we get a new recipe. What's this? I've come up with a new recipe. Continue design draft for Drexler's belt. Try design drafts, unlock new crafting options. Blackburn. Okay, yep. That's basically.
What do you need? So, will it be?
So can I craft this now? Oh, I need Electrum.
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Okay. Well, I can probably get that at some point.
Fine.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Oh, Vivian's done that way. Whoops. I went the wrong way. Even though I'm still getting lost.
Typical nobles.
Hi, Vivian.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and their Crusade do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp.
Damn you Crusaders from Final Fantasy X!
Tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drustanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Typical nobles.
Hi, Jill.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox, the man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward.
Is killing him really gonna do that? I guess it is.
And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
Why are they both so adorable? They're too adorable together.
We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
I really shouldn't ship these two, but I do. Alright, Drake's breath.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not. See me and Clive on the same wavelength.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
Oh.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Let's do it. Fire and ice.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
What's this music?
They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must be spread. It was never as bad as this before. Then the only way past them is through them.
Oh.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Oh, that's a big boy. Man, that was pretty good. That big thunderbolt does a lot of damage. I like it. Large area. Boss? Played enough Souls games and this might be a boss area.
Ugh, look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
Yep.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times. Be sure to keep clear of his paw.
I mean to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in. Get him.
That's a dream.
I still can't believe they can jump. Don't these things have roots?
I mean, yes. There we go. Bye-bye, Morbol. Still not used to saying that, because it's Marlboro.
Press on.
Yes.
But only because I'd never played Final Fantasy XIV up until the point where they called them marbles in that game.
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
I mean, you're Shiva. Will you be okay?
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Well, that fills the gauges massively. Can't see.
Nice try.
Finishing off with that massive thunderbolt. Definitely helped.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Probably not.
Quickly, before it melts.
This is going to be close. Come on!
Yeah. Fire super effective.
Let's not do that again.
Fire super effective against ice.
That's not.
Pokemon rules.
They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Well, so left alone they can't explode.
This way.
Let's look for another path. Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
Now, the last time we were here, near an oratory.
What the hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly. This one.
Fire Aga, huh? Ooh. Oh, hi. Are you again?
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
But this one must be the exception.
I dodged that.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
killed with the Super Thunderbolt. Alright, well that was a fight.
You hurt?
Just hot.
I mean,
Thank you.
I'll not say it.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Here.
Yeah, you're raising a lot of death flags right now, Jill.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Oh, we're being sneaky now.
Lady Marley. It's me. By the mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
Oh.
I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
live. If you promise to do the same.
Yeah, raising a lot of death flags right now, Jill. Better not, because I ship you, Clive, very hard.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Conway.
All right. It's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Is this the way to go?
How many of them are there?
Too many.
That's not the right way. Now there's that. So I think I went the wrong way. Yep, definitely did. It's fine. Oh, it's not the way either. Okay. So it has to be this way. Oh, there we go.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
Hmm.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
That worked. Emo tap. You really only the emo tap. It's like we're playing the Mummy. We're watching the Mummy even. Where is emo tap? Oh. Chiangi.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years I followed your orders, fought your wars, all to protect the children you took, just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption.
Uh-huh.
A penance paid.
just as the Holy Mother wills it. Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving
Cymric
of
does sound Irish. Sounds
You're right.
Irish.
I am a monster, and my soul is stained black. Though not by ether,
But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it.
this is my penance. I will be your monster no more.
Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Let's go, Jill.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me.
Kill them.
Now!
Right.
Oh. Oh, hi. I don't know who you are, but hi. You look at Blaze from fucking Killer Instinct. You didn't do the click! You didn't do the finger click!
Jill! Reed! Come on. Remember how it felt?
Almost.
Why? Why can't I do it?
Because you're not complete.
Please, just once.
Fighting a fire enemy against with a fire enemy or with a fire thing. It seems like a bad idea. We're not playing by Pokemon rules though.
She won't be able to hold that halfway forever. We better make this quick.
Liquid flame, huh? unfortunately, I can't use ice roll on you.
All right. I won't take long.
No ice roads for that fight. we do get liquid flame.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
Yeah, she's gonna die. You raised a bunch of death flags, Jill. I don't want you to die, because I shipped you and Clive really hard. And this is what I get, I guess.
Here. Use this.
Ice sword. Sword, 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 sword.
Are you watching, Sid? We're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Uh,
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father.
I have killed the monster and become an outlaw.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
nice stab, Jill. Nice stab. Very nice.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Hi, Torgal. Best boy. Yeah, I was gonna say, it wasn't gonna be as easy as that, was it?
Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
Ah.
Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
But that's, I don't think that's Joshua.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Ka. Oh, I was expecting explosion. Meanwhile, in the League of Evil...
This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure...
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
Oh.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence?
What's that on your chest, Joshua?
I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Oh, that's Ultima.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion, their light in the darkness.
Darkness?
More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut.
I said Bahamut.
I met him once,
not
when
Bahamut.
we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Why did I ship these two now? I ship Yote and Joshua now. So much shipping going on. Meanwhile, in the League of Evil, I'll never stop saying that.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
No, there's Angie boy. Seem relaxed for a change.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap.
Chaos.
Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer.
Ah. So she's like gonna go in.
Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction.
Stupefaction is not a word. I refuse to believe that's a word.
Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbrek in your capable hands.
She doesn't know where we are, though. Or does she?
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
After the storm. Alright. So there is a quest. 2 quests in fact. Right, so I'll do the side quests off stream, but we'll wrap things up here. Because let's wrap it up time. But we did a lot. Did a lot. I'm glad of what we did. Unfortunately, no ice rod for Liquid Flame. Liquid Flame was an interesting fight. I was like, where are my ice rods? Oh wait, I don't have them. I don't have them. I'll read H-Bomb, and I'll be back on Friday. Couldn't think of the day. We're getting there slowly. So yeah, I'll see you folks then. Bye.